Hey, what's up guys? Ozerec here, and I got a match on resistance. I'm using the P90 submachine gun. I really like this P90. I'm using silencer with extended mag attachments, and then I also have the specialist strike package. I decided to show you guys a little bit different play style. I know a lot of you guys weren't really feeling the defensive tactics, but honestly, that's my normal play style, and it's also the most effective way to win games. It's the most low stress way of playing, and it's the best way to get consistent, again, let me say that, consistent good games. Now, I'm not saying go hide in the back of your spawn. I'm not saying go and camp in a corner. I'm saying just play a little more reserved, play cautiously, think about what you're doing, not just run at the enemy and try to spray them down from the hip every single time. But anyways, let's talk about this P90. P90 is a really good gun. The two best submachine guns in my opinion are the MP7 and the PP90. MP7 because it has 0 to no recoil, and you can use different attachments besides kick, which makes it really, really good. And then the PP90 because it's probably the best submachine gun from the hip. And then I thought the P90 might have been the best, but as I used the PP90, I realized it is a little better because it's the best gun in close quarters. It has the fastest fire rate, especially when you put rapid fire. It's just retardedly strong. But yeah, what I try to do the entire time in this game is I try to flank the enemy, get behind them. I always look for holes in the defense. That's the number one thing that a lot of people don't do. Sometimes they just try to force their way through, which works sometimes, if you have really, really bad enemies. But you always got to analyze and start looking where the holes in the defense are. Like right now, there's no hole in the defense. The only route that's actually open to flank at is over by like the A domination area and starting to go down the staircase. Everywhere else, there's a standoff. We're on one side and the enemy's on the other side, and we're just exchanging gunfire. You always want to run through the flank. Don't try to push through unless you see you have reinforcements. You have teammates with you that are going to push. That's a big factor when it comes to rushing. Not a lot of people realize that. I know my subscribers realize that because you guys are really smart, but the majority of people don't understand that. Hey, if you want a really good rushing game, you got to have good teammates. If you have shit teammates that are getting ran over, like the enemy is just killing them over and over, you're very rarely going to be able to run unless there's enough room in the map and enough flank routes in the map for you to actually push through. But maps like Outpost, if you have a bad team and the enemy team is pretty good, forget about it. You're not going to be able to rush. Another thing that kind of prevents you from rushing, and why I don't really like rushing too often, is because it leaves you really vulnerable to getting head glitched, and you could come across a lot of people in corners. People just anticipate you coming, which is really, really frustrating. That's what, honestly, I would probably run around every single game if it wasn't for the fact that people like to just hide in corners and they wait on you. So the best way to counter someone that does that is to out camp them, which is why you see me do it all the time. I'm always head glitching. I'm always letting the enemy come into my line of sight instead of going into theirs, because the enemy, if they're camping, they can't get any kills if you don't go to them. If you let them come to you, you control all of the engagements, and that's the key word there, especially is control the engagements. You're in command of what happens. They have no say as to what happens. You play to your own beat, not their beat. Because I got a nice 3-man spray here and the MOAB, call it in. And at this point, I don't really care. I'm just decided to run around, just being really reckless. I kind of played a little cautious there towards the end, but I finally got the opening that I needed. You know, I saw the enemy team wasn't really paying attention to that left staircase, so I decided to push. And look at all these nice tags just littered everywhere. I love when the MOAB goes off in Ground War, and you see these tags everywhere. But I end up killing this guy.
Kill confirmed. Kill confirmed.
Oh, I love hearing people's reactions. It's okay, man. I feel your pain. But another thing about reactions is when you come up against a party sometimes, it's actually pretty funny. Because if they're not using party chat and they're talking, you can hear their call-outs. You know, they might say, oh, he's over here, or watch your back over there, behind you guys. And it kind of heightens your awareness, so kind of use that to your advantage as well. One more thing I want to talk about before this video is over is I want to talk a little bit about flanking and, you know, and rushing. One thing that's really going to help your game if you want to run around is having better internet. And it's more than just, you know, being on 3 and 4 bars and being host. Having good internet will make you host, which will put you a little bit faster than the enemies. You know, your bullets are going to be registering, but what really matters is the actual internet. What is your ping time? Like my ping time, I have updated internet. I upgraded, but the thing is because of the area I live in, my ping time is only at 30. Whereas there's places in the United States that have, you know, updated infrastructure with their internet providers, and they're running on 5 to 10 ping. You know, maybe they might be closer to the internet provider. You know, I don't really know the specifics. I'm not a computer genius or whatnot. I don't know nothing about that, but I definitely know that some players have low pings, which it really sets them apart. It's like a double slap in the face to your enemies. Their bullets register slower, your bullets register faster, and it makes you hard as hell to kill. But that's enough ranting for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Be sure to check out these other videos if you missed them, and be sure to leave a rating if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.